You don't know how long I have been waiting. Well, yeah, you do. If you're here, you're probably already a fan of the show. I have been waiting the longest time for this moment, counting down the days, turning myself into a vampire. It's a whole thing. We'll talk about it at some point. But I am beyond stoked for the vampire lestat to be out. And so today we will be reacting to the first episode, this series opener. Let's get into it. Oh, wait, before I forget, you should totally subscribe. I'm Anjuli. Nice to meet you. I am a vampire. This is my thing. Now let's start this because I'm ready to start this. I did actually like this theme song. This song before I knew it was the theme song. I will also say though, for anybody that's like, this music sucks, I'll be honest, that's kind of the point. I think people forget that Lestat canonically is not supposed to be a good writer. He's an insufferable white man. He's not supposed to be great at this. So, just keep that in mind when you listen to his music. Bang bang. I wonder if I'm gonna get copyright striked for this. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Take the risk. You never know if you don't try. This is my coffee. This is my caffeine. I'm injected. I'm alive. Here we are. A pirate. Pirate Amand. I gotta turn this up a little bit. We got Luis here with his cane, an injury one could presume.
Original handwritten scores and private recordings by the vampire Lestat himself, which include a song cycle in the classical vein set to the poetry of Baudelaire. Before we begin
Baudelaire Twishi. What a dramatic cunt. The drama. Luis is like, yeah, that's my wife. That's my wife there. Everybody else is like, fuck this bullshit. Gotta go.
The gentlewoman, third row, good spirit. Lot number 2. A music box.
This is modern Lestat sexy, for sure. The mixed woods, the hardware, the speakers,
holding a bottle of
port.
1863 port wine, the other with a magnum of blood from the curator himself. The upper level, a singular vinyl pressing of the complete works of the vampire Lestat de Liancourt, previously delineated, along with 100.
He burned that other stuff so that this stuff would be worth more. Because he's a fabulous cunt. He knows exactly what he's doing. It's beautiful. I live for my drama, my brat prince. I live for him.
The collection has been named The Failures. We will begin the bidding at 50 million yuan.
If you are hearing this now, you must be a very
Inject his voice into my veins.
You could have fed a small nation for years while they paved over the rubble. And I am not saying that the attempted extinction of the Y chromosome across the continents was all my fault. Now that would suggest a level of self-importance even I'm not comfortable with. But upon reflection,
but we are okay with some self-importance, some arrogance,
it was the spring
some conceit.
Of 2025. A good nation was making itself great again. And every vampire, those converting and those enduring, they were doing exactly.
I love that you could hear those Magical notes coming in. This, I unironically blast this song. And what is it? Wolf Killer? That's not what it's called. Those two songs, I do actually like. Ooh, 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 wah. I think I do have to talk over this because I think we will get copyright striked. I think we will actually get in trouble for this. What, the long face. Oh. Beautiful. No notes. No notes. The scarring, the glitter. So good. So good.
Naturally, I named the band after myself, and the four that
Naturally.
got me played their parts as instructed. There was Larry, the front man, made sideman, choking his guitar neck nightly.
The guy from Schitt's Creek. I can't think of his
Alex, the
character's
more
name, but
talented
it's
Seaver,
fine.
Straight-edged and half the fun. Salamander, bassist, dumb. Shockingly dumb. And TC, the abandoned bride of a dozen should-have-died in art school bands, keeping us all in the dirty pocket. We dropped songs on the streams and booked intimate venues to induce what Jen Snooze called FOMO.
Jen
They came for
Snooze.
cosplay, left converted, and I baptized them, the beautiful unwell, and yet here we were, in the inn of the Stooges and the Stripes, 30 performances notched and already resting on the Alps of adequacy. Unacceptable. On the piano. Forte, you're allegro.
I was gonna say something and then I just got lost in thought. I can't wait to rewatch this and go, we can tell what's on your mind. We can see it.
Hello.
Welcome to Detroit.
Lovely city.
Your song sucks.
Thank you for the feedback.
Well, yeah. Oh, what I was gonna say was, for Sam, this must have been so fun, because when you watch interviews of him, he's so reserved and self-depreciative, as opposed to Lestat, who's so garish and large and like a braggart. To play the exact opposite of yourself and to be able to really let go and let ego and id drive you must have been extremely exciting, because it's also different from season 1 and season 2 Lestat. Did y'all catch up? Hold on. They said, we know what the people are here for. Let's give it. That was nasty. That was raunchy. That was nasty. That was raunchy.
They seem to like it.
Harmonies on Plastic Fiends were
Church. Church.
And a wife early retirement and her lawyer lick, but use the pen.
But it's funny because it's blood and I'm a vampire.
Notaries in Oregon don't notarize.
I love also that he's just taking the piss.
There's the shell that protects the band from the world's envy. Our band shell was Christine Clare. She hired, fired, dictated, and castrated with extreme prejudice.
Anyone see Yarda? Missing a
This
contact
is
again.
a jump scare.
How many drinks have you had?
This is legitimately
Buy yourself in a blue
a jump scare. Sam Reid,
Tip. Meet us back
how do you make yourself
I think a 54 city rock tour would be a wonderful cover for a blood drinker. Hide your keel,
Become that.
plus lead to the morgue reports of the
That is a
nerve
jump
attack.
scare.
But niche celebrity
Hold
is
up.
a hunter
I just realized that guy has no pants
sloppy
on.
night in Corvallis made daring.
Hold on.
Drinker.
Does anybody see that man in the back? right side. I think that's the basics. He ain't got no pants on. What you doing back there, basis? And there's a head there. I will describe no further.
3 inches shorter than your velvet mouth, narrator. We fit him for lifts, blue eye contacts.
3 inches shorter because I'm so tall. I'm so blonde and so tall and so blue-eyed.
I'll beside the point, because the point was, the point forever is.
I know you're real.
Most of humanity moved on from vampires.
Not me.
And rather quickly.
Not I.
Congratulations. Now go make friends.
No.
They lifted their heads from their algorithmic handmasters, uttered a collective and swiped left. I am the vampire lestat. I am a god. Gods are not. Swipe.
The Contessa.
The useful
Contessa. I love that, and I would claim that moniker. That is a beautiful Contessa. I love it. Love it. Love it.
So, you and Louis talking again? He doesn't return my texts or my telepathy.
Moi, toi.
I hear he's back in the States.
Help your insomnia. That is
We good?
rude. That is rude.
Yay.
Who is this again?
You've been alive and undead for 265 years. You witnessed the French Revolution firsthand. The electric light, penicillin,
What a petty
World Wars,
baby.
the atomic bomb. Is it true you were a stutterer as a child? Louis said you were.
Was he there in 18th century Auvergne?
He said you told him
Did I
that.
threaten Claudia?
I like when you can see the mania enter his eyes.
No, no, and impossible, because I had buried myself underground for the vast majority of the 1800s.
I wrote what he told me.
Dark, dreary, industrial world has finally submitted to automation. Laborers stand in their doorways, hitting their pipes as their children half-pipe in their drained, empty swimming pools. Drugstores locked up baby formula and shaving cream, while Saks ate Barney's, and someone told everyone...
He's monologuing again. Nurse. He's monologuing again.
Are irrelevant. Fields are everything, and the value of human life, it has never been more arbitrary. David, Freddie,
And Grandpappy's sucking on his binky.
they're all gone. And the lights, some take things
Also not Prince Rogers. Not the full government name.
coming down the hill. Water moving in on Nantucket.
Wait. I'm just now realizing there's a full booty on my screen.
It's my era.
I'm gonna have to play that. Can't have cheeks out on YouTube. Now this is, we've seen this scene. I think this is the first scene we were previewed. Longer scene. But it's nice to see that it wasn't the starting, because I actually thought this was going to be the beginning of the episode, so.
What do you think?
It's nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice. I don't see Beyonce covering, but it's nice.
But he left Beyonce. He has notifications on for Cowboy Carter.
Nice
She's a balloon.
that you're back writing
A
music.
flower box.
It's nice that you got yourself a nice place. It's a nice word, and it says everything I wanted to express. Don't be a bitch about it.
You should come visit. I have a space above the bed in one of the guest rooms. I can't
One.
pay any for.
One white man.
Guest room?
One.
You want me to come and see your guest room?
It's an affluent neighborhood. Old money, young professionals, a smattering of Christ de Trust Fund Bébé.
Good eating.
Same potholes.
Like, why does he use the iPad that way? Why?
Witches.
Why?
Everyone mangles French just like
Why?
you. Come to me.
Montreal.
Come to me.
Louis, do you know someone called Daniel Malloy?
I burned his laptop. I I didn't know he had it saved in the cloud. I only found out it was coming out a month ago.
You've known for a month, and you talk about me in it to Immortal?
Well, yeah. But, you know...
No, I don't know, Louis. Please explain
Okay,
yourself.
It's gonna be
wait.
here and gone in a minute.
There is conversation I have seen about how Luis probably knew about the cloud, and I'm going to counter that with I don't think Luis knew about the cloud, but I think Armand, our little tech, our iPad baby, knew about the cloud. Okay? I think he knew that something could happen, but I do believe that Luis probably did not know. That is my stance. That is what I'm taking. Luis has no idea what's going on. All right. That man is grandpappy, kind of, sort of like Lestat. Okay. He has no idea. But Armand knows everything. He's locked in. He loves a projector. He loves microwaves. Okay. He loves all the technology. He would know about the cloud. And by the end of season 2, where we see how he is mentally and obviously how unhappy he is and how panicky he is, I could see how he would forget to mention, like, Luis, you forgot about the cloud. Like, I could see how that would happen. But I actually do believe that Luis probably did not know about the cloud. Let me know your stance down below, even if it's wrong. I know your stance. Because, yeah, I think he thought he was doing a thing, exploding it. I really do think. I think he knows just enough about technology to know, like, okay, he's doing this on the computer, blow up the computer, it'll be gone. I think he doesn't understand enough about technology to know, but we've evolved and now we have clouds and stuff. Yeah. But let me know what you think.
I know what infinity means.
It was raining.
Bro is crashing out. Not a Harley Quinn. He is crashing out. And then the music, it's all overstimulating. He is overstimulated right now, okay? And then this happens? They're dressed as your dead daughter and both your exes? And they're complaining? And the music is still going.
Your camera is not period correct.
That's a me comment. But anyway.
Take the mounts.
You heard it here. Allergies are delusional. Our little baby is just overstimulated right now, okay? He read something mean about himself. The music is getting louder. It sounds crazy to him. He's crashing out. And it's okay. It's okay. He's gonna show them the right way to do it. He's not being mean. He's just showing them. He's just guiding them in the right direction.
This is in 1979, Bella.
That wasn't very nice.
You don't need to finger her for 5 bars. You're hurting her. Apologies for the squire. My man Atura will come in the morning with a replacement.
But at least he's replacing it.
More frequent showers.
Thank you.
Well, we need to start telling people to shower more often. So actually, I'm not mad about that.
Why music?
Why that little kid caught a stray along the way, I have no idea.
For himself.
Poor D.
Make more.
Just in the middle of the floor.
More. The great laws are clear.
Marble floor.
Book. Now the singer. This is chaos.
Idag se vede kärve hon är.
Si él llega a tu pueblo, mátalo.
insufferable white boy music. It's canon. It's supposed to be that way. It's just still still just a little painful to sit through. He looks so unhappy to be there. I already forgot his name. Is it Noah? I already forgot it.
No time for growing up, no time for throwing up, no time for blading out. Your phone is blowing up. I gotta realize.
I think that's his real name. Actually, I don't think that's his character's name. I don't remember. I have to say this is my least favorite one so far. My least favorite song. This song is pretty corny to me. I can get past a lot of the songs and just chalk it up to the musicality, the campness of it all. This one, I I will not be bumping this one. Daniel said, without me. They also really took advantage of Sam's slutty little waist, because all of his outfits are like corseted, delicate.
Just as I was about to bridge the bridge,
Murder and mayhem. I love that. It's not alliteration, but with the MM, the double letter.
Itself around me like a jungle snake constricting its prey.
And
a lifetime of blood bartering overwhelmed the temporal lobe.
Love the way that he emphasizes certain words in the narration, that there's just certain pops and emphases on certain words.
Blood in, blood out. Hammering away at the performative vampire persona I had welded into armor.
So many
I had been grinding them
previews and flashbacks were just done there.
Grottiness spilling into the crowd, into their bodies, enveloping the venue.
And you can tell he's in a trance now. I don't think you're supposed to do that in front of everybody, sir. But, to be fair, nobody's paying attention very well.
You done this to me?
We are high as hell right
You're
now.
still lost. The song's gonna kill you, you know that, don't you?
I can't die.
Everything dies. You die, I die. She dies. She dies. Oh, he dies bad.
Foreshadowing?
I'm immortal.
Yeah, you kill some wolves and fall in love. Get the gift. Fall in love. Go to ground. Get dug up and fall in love. You like some wet clothes and a coin op dryer. Just 265
Clocked your
years,
tea, babe.
round and round.
You are listening to The Failures, Album
Right.
5, Side B.
If you take nothing
Her
else
puking
away,
princess.
purchase. Heed this advice. Never play 2 nights in Detroit. You'll wind up in Windsor with a broken orbital bone listening to transactional sex to the
The
adjoining
orbital
walls.
bone.
How I came to this squalid real estate is the premise of Side B, Album 5, so... Come. Now, the boutique hotel we were staying at was having a grandish opening that night, and the band was asked to lend its celebrity status to the event.
Don't tell me to pose. Fuck you.
There was a red carpet.
Camera.
Baby Jane.
Okay, baby. Tell
Baby
me,
Jinx.
why do you like the vampire lestat?
Like I'm gonna be in the movie?
Oh, you're in it now.
I am feeling good. Surfing the sublime candy-flipped wave of the girl's blood.
Hear him. Hear that voice.
The girl is feeling good. Riding the wonders of Dr. Farid's blood transfusion quick pick-me-up cocktail.
Who's this guy? Cause like rock and roll, it's dying.
I sat there, soaking up her praise, along with the band, still somehow blind to the vampiric mysteries of their frontman. So what if the dead and buried past was now a fresh and eager groupie? It's rock and roll, you know? Have a nervous breakdown on stage.
What does that
chat
sound
with the
like?
girl on the ceiling you almost killed.
Is it Tommy Wiseau? It's rock and roll, you know? Like, it just gives me a Tommy Wiseau inflection there.
Hallucinogenics.
So then everybody's like, is rock and roll actually dying?
Were you a stutterer as a child?
They walk in the ER, they are like the doctor. And that's the scalpel.
I'm the scalpel.
I'm the scalpel.
And so he, the scalpel, cuts into rock and roll's
He's so
heart. Like,
pleased
it's
with
not in the mind
himself.
tonight.
Oh.
And he has the heart in his mouth. He's like, do you want to fuck? And rock and roll is like, yes, bitch.
I excused myself to the men's room.
What a...
Vampire physiology and Mr. Dulac's memoir.
I did see a Reddit comment that apparently a viewer said there's too much vampire piss in the series, or
And just for the record,
in the season.
no pocket of mine ever had his initials inscribed onto them.
Hey.
These are the editorial wags of an insane person. Note to self, edit that out in the final version.
Right. We'll see.
Starting again. Vampires pee. We don't do it as often as you do, assuming you're not one of us.
Things got a bit crossed when we were minding each other the other night. Russ here has a hot mouth.
And a strong pelvic floor. I admire your aim.
Long face sucks.
Russ.
Longface is actually a good one.
What? Black licorice?
Russ, I'm sorry, but your taste, questionable.
I like those ones.
This top is also quite beautiful.
But please do send my most sincere bonjour to your bright Moorish cousin.
And I mean both Lestat and the top.
Lilac.
Hey.
I have a blind spot when it comes to blood poisoning. I really think a vampire of my stature would know better, but then there's that old saying,
Of his stature, because he's obsessed with how tall he is and how beautiful.
MDMA and LSD are excellent drugs. Bounce, 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 twirl, twirl.
Actually, my monologue on the daily. Bounce, 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 bounce.
Still feeling good. I went looking for my band, looking for sex, looking for anything that radiated the fun that I sang about in my song, Longface.
In my song. It sounds like Tommy Wiseau.
Regionals. Did you say that Longface sucked?
Long face sucks.
Does it suck? I wondered. Did you have a point? And then I thought, ooh, they want a little scrap with the scalpel. No worries, I thought I had the queen's blood in me. I could take 20 regionals at once.
Regional. That is clearly derogative. Derogatory.
So now you know. The fourth best thing a vampire can do to avoid thinking about the past is to have sex. Sex. And I have had a lot of sex over the years. It's not all pain and toxicity. I have an immortal life, and I carry with it an immortal erection, and I am not ashamed of it. Sex is fun, like the fun I sing about in Longface, which, looking back on it now, does suck.
Okay, but that's like one of the better ones, okay? It's one of the better ones.
Carnal pleasure is...
Law 4. No vampire shall ever reveal his or her true nature to a mortal. And let the mortal live.
You do know it's 2025. Face the wall, my dear. You'll not want to see this.
He said, let me protect your innocence.
The Tooth Team. The Fang Gang.
Either way, the name is corny, my guy.
I killed the pack
Calm
of
down.
wolves when I was immortal. I'll most likely tell you about that later as I let it define me for a time. And normally, confining architecture and a thrift store coven galvanized by medieval dogma wouldn't faze me in the least.
I'm building a career that supports my well-being.
We get the affirmation going.
The drug blood and my
D
sex
said,
legs and
"Bring
the
it in."
distracting past my music had unleashed on me put me at a momentary disadvantage.
I'm in charge of my work-life balance.
Yes, you
Law
are.
4, as if the Dulac Malloy memoir hadn't outed us all 2 years ago. As if my entire stage show wasn't a bawdy burlesque of
Bawdy
Izzy or
burlesque.
Izzy. As if half the vampire population outside the ruined porn of Detroit wasn't waving the dog gift like red cups in a piss bar, collecting fledglings like they were Labubu dogs. I mean, I haven't even told my band I was an actual vampire. I was just singing my songs and fucking my food and defending myself from the vibrant life choices I had made on my way from the Auvergne countryside to the 8th floor of this Why Bother hotel. And this is how it was all going to end for me.
We are the Fang Gang.
We are the children of the darkness reborn.
It is a little edgelordy, okay?
Our mom told the truth if you admit it.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Heard there was an after party on the asshole floor.
I like to think
And
I was
Grandpappy
the
comes in
Dan
for the
and
rescue.
an oddly familiar DJ.
It's
But that's me looking
Sam.
back on it. And everywhere you go, everyone remembers the thing they said to you in the room that you shared.
Were you a stutterer as a child?
Daniel Malloy, shut up.
This is why gods prefer hiding in the clouds. There's nothing there but water waiting to fall.
Back to our peaking
So many
princess.
opportunities to call it a night that night. After the song unleashed the muses. After I saw my first soul. After I was nearly decapitated
Wait.
in a boutique hotel hallway.
We should read that. Hold on. Please. I know it's been a long time. Expectations. None. Nothing. Just sit with me. Please. Please. I need you. Please. Please find me. Starlight Inn. Room 14. 3664. 1/2. I'm even saying that right. Sandwich Street, Windsor. Starlight Inn. I'm not well. I love you. Forget it. I'm fine. Hell with you. Now we know. Now we know.
After my vampire nature was revealed to the band and my vampire gift winged me away north of the river, south of the country.
Do you think he get a
But I was
deposit back on that
sad
room?
such rational
Probably not. He probably doesn't care.
love
He has so much money.
will do that to you.
He's been practicing that back arch too. Look how insanely disturbed he looks. And delighted. Deranged. Deranged.
I got myself into something I can't get out of. Music's opened up the batch oven. I'm not sure if I can close it again. I'm not really at my best, but it's very nice to see you again.
We thought it was Luis.
What you've done with your hair,
But alas, it is not.
Mike.
Did you stutter as a child, Lestat?
Gabriel. It's not much of a reveal, I guess. I know it's common gossip now. The first thing one thinks about when my name comes up. I assume a privileged individual such as yourself enjoys a little dirt in their sandwich.
She
So I
healed
serve
him.
it to you now. How it felt then. Fledgling. Lover. Mother.
Listen to tracks from the Vampire Lestat wherever you
All right. So you're gonna get that right there. Thoughts, feelings. Thoughts and feelings. Let me put myself together. Okay. So I do think that this is a great series premiere. It's hard because when you go to look it up, I actually didn't even realize this episode had been out yet, because when I went to go look it up, I was looking up under Interview with the Vampire. I'm aware that they changed it to go along with the books, but I didn't realize it was going to make a whole new page. I didn't realize it was actually starting off as like a series page. So I'm looking for like season 3, episode 1. This is actually season 1, episode 1, because it's technically a whole new series. And it does make sense why they would do that, because Interview with the Vampire has a certain eloquence about it. It has a certain... The tones of the color grading are very deep. They're dark. They're warm to kind of reflect the warmth that Luis loves to imagine that he still has, you know, his internal battle constantly with what he believes to be his attachment to humanity, but the reality is he's very detached from humanity, and he might have even been becoming detached from humanity before he's even turned into a vampire. Whereas this is vibrant. There's still richness to the tones. It's a lot more vibrant. It's a lot more, they're not afraid to clash colors. You see, even in Lestat's eyes, they're very, very alarming blue. They're not a normal vampire blue that we are accustomed to. They are quite literally shocking to look at. And the actual tones of the episode, they keep the narration still quite intimate feeling, like they did with the Interview with the Vampire, but it's faster paced, it's quicker, it feels more manic. The overall tone of the show is just different from Interview with the Vampire, which it makes sense why they would then make this its own separate series. It's part of the Vampire Chronicles. It's part of the Anne Rice world. It's its own series. So I do appreciate that in hindsight, now that the episode is out and I understand a little bit more about what's happening here. I do feel like I said, I read half of the book. So as far as source material, I'm thinking. I don't know that there is very much to pull from source-wise, just because I do think this episode is mostly a catching up, you know, reacquainting yourself with the Vampire Lestat, reacquainting yourself with somebody who is mad, angry, you know, has a lot of feelings. I don't think this episode really was about his past. It's about who he is right now in this moment, and telling you, like, but be prepared. The past is why all of this is happening. You know, the book just opened up a whole can of worms, and now we're going to get into the past, and here we are. Sorry for the jump scare, but I do just had a second to sit with my thoughts for a little bit longer real quick, and I just want to interject them here. I have seen a lot of people have worries for this season, especially regarding like Gabriella. How are they going to respect that? You know, the Vampire Lestat IP, people are so protective over, especially when you compare it to like Queen of the Damned. And I think you really have to consider that if you watch interviews with Roland in them, that's a weird little freaky boy, okay? And I think that he is just as much in love with the Anne Rice universe as the rest of us. And, you know, season 1, season 2 has taught us that there are deviations. You have to make deviations. You cannot follow things book by book or, you know, word by word, page by page, when you adopt something to screen, because that's just not how things work. That's not how media works. What works well in a book doesn't always translate well on screen. And, you know, a case in point is Claudia's actual age ethically doesn't translate well on screen. And so you do have to put a certain amount of trust in the people that are handling the IPs that we are watching, like this Anne Rice one. And I think Harlan really, really has an understanding of what us little freaks want to see, what the beautiful unwell audience wants to see here. We just got light introduction to Gabriella. I'm trying to think what I want to say. You know what? I won't say too much just in case you haven't read the books and just in case you have no idea what's about to happen. I'll keep it to myself until we get to know more about her. But I actually do appreciate that they just ended it straight up. They got it out of the way. Almost not even to scandalize it, but just to be like, hey guys, so this is the thing. You can't not have Gabriella without talking about this. So let's just put it out there. Let's just say it. Like right now, at least right now, it's not treated as some, we've seen previews. We know it's going to get a little bit more wild. People are going to react to it in a more wild way. But at least right now, it's just placed out there as almost just, well, yeah, of course I kiss my mommy. Of course I make love with my mommy. Please don't clip that. Please. If this video ever pops up, please don't make that the thing that people clip. But I do appreciate that it is just kind of put out there matter of factly. What else is there to say? The band. I like the band. We don't really know too much about them, except that maybe there is the one brother, and I really can't think of his name. I can only think of the actor that plays him, Noah Reid. But you can see that maybe there's a bit of competition between him and Lestat. But the rest of the band, you don't really gain much insight into them. But like I said, I think this first episode really was just like a way to bring us back into the universe. I don't think that it was supposed to be just all this lore dropping until, like I said, the very end, where they bring in Gabriella, and then that's the first piece of lore, and that'll carry you and makes you go, wait, what's about to happen? What am I about to get into? And for the people that know, the people that know the story, that know everything, there were little pieces superimposed into there when he was doing the mental breakdown with the violin on the stage. There was lore, hints of lore put into that for us who are knowing. But I do think, not that this episode was nothing burger, that's not what I'm saying. I am saying that I do think this episode was just a way to bring us back in, to say, hey, welcome back, friend. This is where you left us off. This is where we are now. Buckle up. So I am very excited to see what y'all's thoughts are. I will hopefully be doing these weekly because I will be watching this weekly. I love the show and I love vampires. I love anything to do with vampires. And I'm hoping to make more content around vampires as I sink my teeth into more media and the culture around that. Make sure that you hit subscribe so that you can tune into more videos. And until next time, see you soon.